and welcome to our weekly Icarus patch notes discussion. I haven't heard from either Karel or Echo, so gonna be a solo one this time. Anyway, we're at week 201, Cultivar backpack. A new backpack for farming and seed collection is now available in the Orbital workshop, and there is a new Islands Outpost DLC. So welcome to week 201. Now this week we introduce a whole new Outpost DLC, which has a unique coastal biome. The addition content added to the game is the Cultivar backpack, purchasable from the Orbital workshop. Now this backpack is focused on farming, harvesting and seed collection. Check out the details below. And we also give a quick preview for a brand new mount coming next week, the Ubis. I was just talking about it yesterday during stream. Ubis mount. So we're gonna get it in Prometheus then. Nice. Anyway, this week, the Aquatica Isle Outpost DLC. What started as an experiment around if coastal areas could fit into Icarus quickly turned into an idyllic island we knew players would love the challenge to build their dream base on. The Aquatics Isle in geography is based on the real-world geography of Motuhi Island here in New Zealand, and is decorated to look like many classic survival game beaches we love to play on. Adding new biomes involves new terrain usage, rocks, foliage, textures, material layering and effects. Now, Icarus has a fairly complex and mature system to manage and blend all these visual details. So prototyping new areas often involves a lot of time and technical work. So if you like what you see, show your support by purchasing the DLC, which is now available on Steam for 10% off. Now whether you owned any outposts already or not, you can always complete the set at a 25% discount with the outpost bundle. So like 7 different outposts. And again, I would love to actually get these boxes. But unfortunately, they don't sell the boxes. I mean, it would look nice, like above my computer, the whole row of boxes. But yeah, alas. Anyway, continuing. This week, we get a Cultivar backpack. Now, a new backpack has arrived in the Orbital workshop, created with farming and harvesting in mind. It's available to research for 250 Ren and 500 exotics. You can craft it for 100 Ren and 250 exotics. This specialized pack is designed to give agricultural players more efficiency and flexibility when tending to crops. Now previously, seed collection was only possible through the Reaper scythe, the workshop item. Seed extractors deployed on planets, craftable in tier 1 already I believe, on character, or by using sickles altered at the alteration station with a threshing attachment. Now with this backpack, however, players can now collect seeds directly while harvesting, removing the need for any additional specialized tools in many situations. Hey Josh, how you doing? So yeah, you don't need a threshing attachment anymore, so you can go for the faster speed on the sickle. Wearing the Cultivar backpack, you will still be collecting seeds. So harvesting is going to be faster, especially if you're out in the world harvesting all stuff. All good. Hyped for next week's update. The Ubis mount, eh? I was just talking about the Ubis mount yesterday during stream. And now we're going to get it next week already, so that's nice. How am I doing? Not bad, not bad. It's weekend. Now, normally weekend means a lot of Icarus play. However, I'll be working tonight. There's a big migration I have to do tonight and tomorrow, so less time for playing. Still, tonight is going to be a stream. Tomorrow, I reckon tomorrow afternoon there will be a stream since I'm not home the weekend. So, yeah, I've talked about last week's update too. If it was a tame or a mount. So, am I playing today? Yes, I am. After the patch notes, I'll take a quick break and then I will be doing gameplay. Now, if Carl and or Echo are not gonna join, there's gonna be solo play, but there will be gameplay, so no worries. Yes, I will be getting the Cultivar backpack. Please help remind me so I don't forget. So we can test it out as well. So now, in addition to this major convenience, the backpack allowing you to collect seeds, the backpack also provides an increased harvesting yield. Always nice. Ensuring more resources per harvest. So put an armor stand in the greenhouse with a backpack on, so you can swap out your backpack when you go harvesting. Now it comes equipped with 6 extra inventory slots, so I assume it is going to be the standard 6 slots for each backpack, not the standard 6 plus an additional 6, like the Larkman Martinez Tactical Backpack, because otherwise it will make the Larkwell Martinez Tactical Backpack basically out of date, because that one the only perk of that one is 12 slots instead of 6. So I assume this backpack is going to be the standard 6 slots, giving farmers extra space to carry their tools, seeds and produce. Well, for seeds, just have a seed pouch in your hotbar and the seeds will go in there automatically. Even if I don't play Outpost, I do love the looks of the new map. It would be cool if that was something we get in a future open world, like part of it, you know. Ocean palm trees and sand, like an outer part of Horizon. You can treat the DLC as an open world. You just won't be able to do any operations from there. You'll still be able to do the simple quests though, but no exotics harvesting and no storyline missions. Out of those we expect alien-like map. Well, it could be like alien creatures in the water, alien creatures in the forest, beyond the beach, etc. But yeah, the ocean palms, that doesn't really say alien plant life, true. But yeah, altogether this backpack is a powerful addition for anyone aiming to maximize farming output and streamline their workflow. Yeah, next week, Ubis Mount and Talent Tree. Look at the thing. It's gonna be so fun running around on that one. I wonder how the speed will compare to Moa though. We'll have to have a look next week. Now, prospectors have been making strides domesticating some of the unique Icarus wildlife, with the giant Ubis being the latest addition to the list of available mounts. Ubis's sharp beak and poison talons make it a threat in combat, and its survival talents enhance its abilities in its natural habitat, the swamps of Icarus. So it will have survival talents, but they will be directed at swamp life. Not so much Arctic or grasslands, but swamp specific. Yours would be like the swamp moa? Yeah, I think so. And like I said, will it be resistant against the slowing down of the swamp water? Will it be more resistant against brambles? After all, it is a swamp animal. I hope so. Me too, man. And like maybe has a defense talent against the poison from needlers or something. Or maybe does do extra damage to needlers. That would be nice. Now your support makes this update possible. So if you want to support the devs, If you go grab some DLCs, the Outpost bundle for 25% off. You get like all the 7 Outpost DLCs. Or go for the completed set bundle, which is a dynamic bundle, which is basically looks at what you have and what you don't have. It's only gonna include what you don't have yet. Yeah. Imagine having them as a mount sent into orbital and run around in Styx or Olympus. Yeah, it does state the talents enhance its abilities in its natural habitat, the swamps. So, what would be the benefit of bringing this to Olympus or Styx, other than having a sick look in mind? Hotfix changelog. Yeah, there was a hotfix this morning. There was an issue on dedicated server where sometimes you couldn't see your tech tree and your talents page. This has been fixed in a hotfix. It was only on dedicated servers though. New content, basically the Farmer's Backpack and the Aquatica Isle Outpost DLC. Couple of fixes. By the way, would you 3 continue with the Rhyme Tusk if both Carl and Echo joins in? Oh yeah, and then we'll definitely continue the Rhyme Tusk campaign. If only Carl's gonna join in, we'll be continuing the Styx, Garganton operations. We finished the Garganton boss, but Carl still has a lot of operations in Styx he hasn't done yet, so we'll be doing those. If only Echo gonna be joining, then well, we do have an open world. I did start an open world Echo Sketch Up, because she hasn't played Icarus much lately. And like I said, if neither of them are gonna be joining, I'll be doing a solo run. Let's see, fix an exploit with processors and water connections. Yeah, you hooked up a water pipe to, for example, the glass working bench, without actually connecting it to an active water network, and you could still make reinforced glass. Well, they fixed this. Let's see, anything interesting. This is the new Islands DLC. Quest text for the agriculture mission on Olympus has been updated to better clarify the location requirements. Fish kitchen stove, kitchen stove no longer being enabled by default, because it's causing instances used in pre-built structures, so mission generated structures, to automatically be enabled. And then if you took your time to actually go there, and like the biofuel had run out and stuff like that. Fix an issue where the distance-based threat calculation, how quickly an AI will detect perceived hostile threat, was not updating to match the AI's maximum visual range. Now, this will only affect the few NPCs that had a non-default visual range, other than 5,000 centimeters? I don't know. So AI damage perception events now persist for 10 seconds instead of the default 3 seconds. Primarily to fix an issue where attacking certain AIs from outside their visual range causes them to abort out of their attacking action 3 seconds after being hurt. So like you shoot them long distance, they're like, hey, I'm getting hurt. I'm gonna run towards where I'm gonna be shot from. Then after 3 seconds they forgot they were hurt, and then they stopped. So you could actually take them out long distance without them actually attacking you back. Those 3 seconds has now become 10 seconds. Let's see, crafting queue time remaining. The time in the crafting queue now updates when modifiers are added or removed. For example, the smelter, the furnace, concrete electric furnace, you can hook up water connection to speed up. That's definitely the case for the masonry bench. If you hook up a water network, crafting speed increases, biofuel, composter, etc. The time remaining for the crafting queue was only updated when the next stack started to craft. This will now dynamically update, like as soon as you hook up the water, immediately the crafting, the queue time will be updated. Before it was an issue where I didn't update the timer, so you started crafting 100 concrete mix, then you added the water connection. The water connection did not affect the current stack you were crafting, current item you were crafting. Now it's as soon as you like hook up the water network, it will reduce the crafting time. Future contents had a couple of interesting items in there. Let's have a quick look. It's always like skimming through them, looking for anything interesting to talk about. Change the curve radiation bar to change according to when radiation modifier icon changes. See radiation in Elysium. Added a quick tamer saddle. So if you use that saddle, the mount gets tamed quicker. You can only equip a saddle after the mount is tamed. What is this quick tamer saddle? I don't know. Lithium sledgehammer. More lithium tools here. Sandworm queen. So worm queen is sandworm queen is sandworm queen. So what we were discussing, was it last week? Is the worm queen like the next evolved state of the sandworm? This kind of points towards that fact that like you get like a cave worm, juvenile cave worm, sandworm turns into a worm queen. Adding medium and heavy radiation events. So next to the normal weather events, we're also going to get radiation events. Stay inside, otherwise you get a lot of radiation. Yikes, okay. Oof, indeed, I know, right? Let's see. Radiation Geiger counter sounds. Let's see. The other two are responding on WhatsApp. Okay, Carl's going to be in a bit. Echo will not be in though, so we will be playing sticks. Right, anyway, continuing here. Delete recipes for the carbon armor as a workshop item. We do have the planet-side crafted carbon weave, so they were looking to make another carbon armor from the workshop. Okay. Didn't mind the monkey fight, so yeah, well, we done him a couple of times. I do want to do him at least 1 or 2 more times, so we can actually make the big trophy as well. But we will be mainly focusing on doing the missions. Elysium added canvas walls and awning meshes for the Eden set dressing. Oh, canvas walls. Will we be able to like pick them up and place them down again? Or maybe start crafting them on our own? It's like a very lightweight material, but better storm resistant against better storm resistant than thatch, but lighter than wood. Like basically make a tent. Would be nice. See, radiation modifiers, color changes based on how much radiation you currently have. So everything will start flashing red when you're at almost max radiation. When you're nearing lethal levels. Yeah. And I was thinking, like, there's talks about the roach and the giant roach on Elysium. The roaches are like the animals that are most radiation resistant, right? So Elysium being radiation flooded planet, and roaches do make sense then. I guess a roar event for the giant roach. Okay. Wonder how big they're gonna be and how loud the roar is gonna be. Big roach made me think of the Men in Black movie. Yeah, that was some big roach, I know, right? Ooh. Okay, lithium bow. Elysium 1 mission adds scout drone variation, which is easier to kill, used in defense quest. Will we be deploying those drones or will we have to fight those drones? Increase the time between spawns from 10 to 20 seconds and the base number reduced from 3 to 2. So it's going to be way easier. If they have to make it easier on the scout drones, which are easier to kill, then imagine how hard the normal drones are going to be to kill, man. Wow. Sandworm Queen, see? Worm Queen. And then we got the Sandworm Queen, was mentioned. Where was it? Somewhere here. And now it's called Sandworm Queen. So yeah, I do think it's the next evolution state of the... or evolvement state of the sandworm. Fixed circle flying, not working as intended. Gave a lot of acceleration to its flight and allowed for much faster braking. Again, mention of the giant roach roar audio. Various roach stomps and attack movement audio events. Sandworm Queen again. Oh, added flying spit attack. Ooh, okay. So it's gonna be flying around and spitting at you. Just like the normal sandworm does. We also get the flying sandworm queen variant doing spitting. Tundra monkeys being mentioned again. Added crash landing animations for the worm queen. Well, she can't land normally. She's like gonna like crash down. Or is this you have to kill her in the air and then she's gonna crash land? That's also possible. Quick tamer saddle has been mentioned again. Bear hide saddle for the raptor. Giant roads will now only promise unique behavior if the target is within 35 meters. Nice and close. Run for safety. Funny. Let's see. Actors that touch the giant roach's tentacles now have a debuff applied. So don't go in face first and knife him in the face. Better take it out at range so you don't get this debuff. Okay. Stomp or audio edition, jump stomp, bite stomp. Okay. Roach might be a new world boss. Might very well be, yeah. Same as Worm Queen. At least the Black Wolf level worm boss, the world boss, sorry, Black Wolf, Sandworm, and Scorpion King level, I'd say. Lava Hunter level. Probably not going to be Great Hunt level world boss, although it could be possible as well. Let's see what else is interesting here. Elysium Eden Station landing pad. Are we finally going to get our landing pad, which we can place for drop pods and cargo pods to land? That would be nice, so we can make sure there's no building pieces too close around, so it's not going to damage anything. Or is this a pre-built landing pad? I mean, they did promise us landing pads, so. Radiation modifier, progress bar for the 3 phases of radiation. Okay, so we get 3 phases. Gotcha. Edit various tier 5 kit set meshes, tier 5 items. Radiation modifier, added priority to radiation modifiers, so they stick to the leftmost portion of the modifiers UI. Yeah, if you get too many of them, like the you have the buffs, the debuffs. First you get like the debuffs, then you get the aura buffs, then you get the normal buffs. But if you have too many of them, you have to like scroll to see them all. But the radiations ones are gonna stick to the leftmost portion of the modifiers UI. This is good. Otherwise you'll have a radiation modifier without you even noticing it, because it scrolls to the right and you can't see it. Radiation Geiger counter variations. Added mains wolves to irradiated enemy spawn pool. And that's like suffering from radiation, hence they're looking that bad. Mains wolf's going to be Elysium then, indeed. When spawning groups of AI like Dribbo, and apparently mains wolves are going to be the same, the followers will now be protective of the leader if the group setup supports it. I thought the Dribbos already did it. Like you attack one of them and like all of them are getting aggroed on you. Although, no. If they're far enough away from one another, then only the one you attack will aggro on you. Yeah.
Well, it's nice if they have like a leader system, but if it's like a special event or not, or whether or not it's just like in the wild, there's just a bigger version, so that if you attacked him, that he would actually bring in supporting like wolves, or if it's like, you know, like the Black Wolves type of event, because everything just goes on you anyway, so depends on which scenario, I'm assuming.
There will be a little bit more info about this particular thing later on here in the future content. And welcome, Carl.
They're a bit soft on my end, but then again, it might be Discord.
It might be Discord, as far as I know, I'm not that soft. Hey, Carl, says Josh. How's my audio, Josh? Is it soft or is it doable? I already boosted my microphone in OBS, but
No, it's fine. It's probably on my end. I know that the sound drivers are issues, but doing well, and thank you for the greetings, and welcome to be here. So, carrying on.
So the Worm Queen is gonna be Sandworm Queen.
Yeah, like I said, it's the Worm Queen is like a ground dwelling a worm. So yes.
And then it turns into the Worm Queen, which is actually gonna be flying and spitting at you.
Yeah, and doing the stomp, stomp, stomp whilst on the ground, very slowly moving, and then doing so diving beneath the ground, so probably from above and below.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see, where were we? OEI users in Elysium Eden will be gated, so does that mean you can't use it nilly-willy? I mean, there will be, as part of the first mission, there will be a Eden Station OEI being spawned in. So maybe you can't use your own one, only this one for some reason. I don't know. Let me try and adjust Carlos' volume a little here. In see if I can do that in Discord for you specifically. How would I do that? Okay, I can do this here. I'll put you a bit louder. Let's see if that's going to be any difference there. Let's see. Strafing runs being added to the Central Queen's flying attacks. Okay. Well, there was a bit more on the... Oh yeah, squad-based follower AI will now share perception events between each other. Attacking one will anger the rest. That's the one I was looking for.
Well, that's already sort of happening in certain instances. I mean, if you shoot a wolf that's behind a tree somewhere and that just aggroes in or brings in a few other wolves, I mean, in certain instances, I'm not sure if they're like in a line of sight or if it's just pulled in because that's just what they're scripted to do. But
Well,
yeah,
I've had it with Dribbos. If I shot one which was a bit away from the other two did not aggro. So there is a distance component there. However, for wolves and, for example,
yeah, wolves.
jaguars, the distance seems to be way bigger.
Yeah, especially like, even crocodiles as well. I think crocodiles are also like, oh, you shot one of my friends 2 miles away. I want to come and get you. It's not that bad, but
Yeah.
it's pretty. It's also a big over range. So if that's the same system or if this is a unique base, like I said, I don't know if it's just the same system being applied to more creatures, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll see indeed. And yours, is Carl's audio better now? The volume
My
level?
audio.
It was a bit low on stream, so I adjusted your audio levels in my Discord.
It's probably Discord. Discord is doing something weird. You're very soft for me, and like I said, if I go to YouTube or something, it's very loud. So Discord is being stupid.
Yeah.
So it's not the OBS. It's Discord. I'll maybe do an update or something. But speak louder.
No,
I can
like
shout as much as I want.
Like I said, I upped your volume in Discord,
Oh, it should be
and
fine.
and
I'm
now it's
loud
better in
enough.
this now it's better in the stream as well. So
Great. So I saw that there was a mentioning of a lithium axe and a lithium spear, so we're definitely bringing in that there's going to be lithium items. I know there was the
yeah,
chainsaw and there was the jackhammer and those types of things, but those are tier 5. But they are bringing in other type of raw, lower tier materials, spears and axes and
yeah.
stuff.
Like last week, there was already mentioning of lithium tools, and this time here's even more lithium tools. Yeah.
Probably going to give you like a radiation damage, as you would imagine, something similar to that effect. So doing rad
Interesting.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although it's going to be not effective against radioactive animals, but definitely against non-radioactive animals, it'll probably be very effective. So
Yeah.
let's see the strafing runs. That's fine. And
That's basically the most interesting stuff in the future contents. So quick recap for you. New today is an Outpost DLC, the Island Outpost, and a Farmer Backpack, which allows you to get seeds. So you don't need a threshing attachment on the sickle no more. So you get seeds and higher yield with a Farmer Backpack.
all right.
Next week we be getting the Ubis mount. That's basically a short version of today's patch notes.
Right.
Right, those were the patch notes. I'll be back with you in a sec, Karel. So we'll be taking a quick break, say 15 minutes, and then we will be back in a new stream with Styx gameplay. Kill Garganton a bit more and do some missions. Yeah, thanks Josh for being here. That goes for all of you folks. Thanks for being here. I hope you folks enjoyed watching us go through the patch notes. We do this on a weekly basis. Now, if you did enjoy watching us go through the patch notes, you want to get notified next time I stream, i.e. in 15 minutes, feel free to hit that follow button, or if you watch this on YouTube and you want to get notified next time I upload something, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Other than that, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time, and I hope I will see you folks around.